Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.
A breathtaking collection of nearly 4 dozen uniquely crafted Tiffany stained glass lamps awaits visitors to the Biltmore estate this summer and fall. As Claire Monroe reports, the Tiffany at Biltmore exhibition showcases not only the lamps, but also the creative talents of the entire estate.
Flowing wisteria, trailing pond lilies, bold peacock feathers, intricate dragonflies. Nature comes alive through glittering glass in the Tiffany at Biltmore exhibition.
I think most of us are used to seeing a reproduction Tiffany lamp, and to be able to see the original Tiffany lamps and to see the deep, brilliant colors in the glass in the lamps, and to see the molded bases and the details in the design. And to see them in person, the colors and the textures of the glass, it just pops. And I think that's fabulous.
45 lamps make up the exhibition, which travels to Biltmore from the Neustadt collection of Tiffany glass in New York City. Chief Curator Darren Purpour says the collaboration makes perfect sense.
George Vanderbilt and Louis Comfort Tiffany both, I think, had very similar interests. They both had an appreciation for the arts and for nature. And both of them surrounded their historic homes with formal gardens and fountains and beautiful landscapes. And we saw that similarity right off the bat.
In addition, George Vanderbilt, who built Biltmore Estate, had a Tiffany piece in his personal collection. He also inherited stained glass windows, now on permanent display at Biltmore, that were crafted by John Lafarge, a glass artist who, along with Tiffany, revolutionized the medium by incorporating three-dimensional elements in the work.
People can come here and see Tiffany's artwork and Tiffany Studios' artwork, and then they can also see John Lafarge's glass, and to compare the two and to see how they were both really how innovative they were in their glass making.
Innovative and intricate. Artists hand-selected and hand-placed each piece of glass in each Tiffany lamp.
The wisteria behind me is one of my favorites. I love wisteria anyway, and to be able to see it on the Library Terrace at Biltmore, and then to see how Tiffany Studios translated that into a lamp, to me is fascinating. I also know that the lamp is one of the more complex lamps that the Tiffany Studios made, and I think there's over 2,000 pieces of glass just in that one lamp.
Nature inspired many of Tiffany's most famous designs. This collection also showcases the influence of his travels.
I like some of the turtleback lamps that really show the exotic influences of his travels. He was traveling to North Africa, and he was taking what he saw like in Algeria and incorporating those into the design of his lamps.
Similarly, designers at Biltmore Estate have incorporated Tiffany at every turn. An arbor adorned with Tiffany-inspired glass grape clusters welcomes visitors to the home's front door. Inside the winter garden, the centerpiece takes both its shape and its style from the lamps. From subtle touches inside Biltmore House to stunning displays like this 40-foot dragonfly in the gardens, themes of the Tiffany exhibition echo all across Biltmore Estate.
It's such a big exhibit, and it's so impressive and unusual that we thought, why not just make it the whole estate instead of a small localized area? Let's spread the wealth, you know, because the whole estate, we have so many creative people here. So it's nice for everybody to be in on the love, you know.
Darren Ball and his team at the Biltmore Conservatory put their imaginations to work to craft a 6-foot-tall living wall reminiscent of stained glass.
We went, okay, how are we going to do this? You know, these little pieces of glass and these big lampshades. We don't do lampshades, you know. We finally looked at design after design after design. Obviously, we couldn't really do lampshades that well, but we finally saw his panels, and we said, aha, there is a scene we can work with. There's a vignette we can take pieces from. There's a butterfly. There is the ubiquitous dragonfly. So we did see those small details and we're able to enlarge on those details.
Speaking of large, those dragonflies in the walled garden, in addition to their 40-foot wingspans, each took about 12,000 individual plants to create.
So they're pretty impressive. I want them to have flap next year.
Don't laugh, it could happen. Ball says throughout the planning for Tiffany at Biltmore, the imagination of people across the estate has been impressive.
It's a joint effort. We all play off one another. We don't steal, but we'll take a little smidgen here and a little smidgen there and mix it in the pot and see what turns up. It's just fun, you know, to watch people have fun at work and to be able to use those skills.
So the next time you visit Biltmore, spend a minute scrutinizing the shapes in the walled garden. Look a little closer at the containers. Those bold peacock feathers and iconic dragonflies turn up sometimes where you least expect them. Touches influenced by Tiffany, inspired by nature, interconnected by Biltmore.
The Tiffany at Biltmore exhibition runs through October 23rd. For information about tickets, go to our website at unctv.org/ncnow.
Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.